Good evening. We welcome you live to Sweetwater High School, King Barong Stadium. Tonight, the Sweetwater Wildcats hosting the Tellico Plains Bears. It's homecoming night here at Sweetwater High School and all that entails, so a lot of fun festivities went on this week and will tonight. Fake Boyd looking to throw, loads up, got single coverage, got Chris Offer down the center of the field, complete. Just a post pattern across the middle and hooked up. Nice throw. Boyd. Slot receiver gets to Wesley Bean. Bean down inside the 10-yard line of the 5. Diving for the pylon. Does he get there? He does. Touchdown. Wildcats, Wesley Bean laying out. Tutimez, extra point is up, and it is good. 10:31 to go first quarter. Sweetwater strikes first. Here's a handoff. Running back, and he's fighting his way out across the 30. Spins, bounces off a would-be tackler, and out near the 35-yard line before he's brought down.
Picked him up. Threw him down.
Handoff comes to Westfield. He gets to the outside. He'll have the first down and more. Shrugs off the defender inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, and tackled by the shoestrings. 3rd and goal from the 1 for Sweetwater. Boyd, quarterback sneak from under center, and he's going to get into the end zone easily. Touchdown, Wildcats. Brennan Tutimez to try to tack on the extra point. The Sweetwater's had touchdown drives of 68 and now 51. Tutimez extra point is up and good. They're on 37-yard line. Bunch formation near side. Hollinghead looking to throw. Here comes pressure again by Coleman. And Hollinghead throwing off his back foot. Intercepted by Landen Boyd at midfield. As he return down to the 45 to the 40. He's got room. Down to the 25 to the 20. 15, 10, 5. He's going to have a pick 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense on the board.
Landen spends his time throwing the ball. He don't always get to catch one.
Snap, hold. The kick is up. And over the concession stand, good. 2nd and 4. The 38-yard line. Here's the toss jet sweep here. The receiver Webb, and he's tackled by Kai Carell. Hollinghead is hammered by Lucas Stamey. Hollinghead handed to the running back, and what a colossal collision. Luke Stamey, a mass of humanity, pounded the running back.
I'll tell you what's high percentage. You don't block Lucas Stamey, somebody's about to get lit up in the backfield.
My goodness. Wow. At the Tellico 33-yard line, Boyd, single back, tossed to Malik Arnett. He's got some room to the outside, down to the 30, 25, 20, 15, knocked out of bounds. Bean comes in motion across the formation. They'll pitch it forward to him, and Bean weaves his way through traffic, makes a man miss, and Bean reaching for the goal line. He gets in. Touchdown.
Bean having himself a pretty good little night here.
He is. There, Tutimez adds the extra point, and Hollinghead dumps it off to Shapiro, and Shapiro is going to be rocked by Javen Melton. Sweetwater's not just tackling tonight. They're doing something a little extra.
They are very aggressive.
Hollinghead looking to throw out a shotgun. Fires across the middle, be intercepted out the 41-yard line. Kai Carell going down to one knee to pick it off. Play fake. Boyd looking to throw, firing to the end zone. Single coverage. Ryan Littleton going up and taking it away from the cornerback. Touchdown! Wildcats, Ryan Littleton. Brennan Tutimez, extra point try. Snap, hold, kick. Good. Hollinghead looking to throw again, 4 receivers. Hollinghead steps up in the pocket, being pressured, and gets away from a would-be tackler. But that time, he will not, as Ty Webster comes in and grabs him around the ankles and sacks him. Hollinghead looking to throw. Here comes pressure again from Cozart, and they're going to sack him. Jovan Johnkins from the other side wraps him up and drops him. Hollinghead looking to throw out a shotgun. He's pressured. He's going to be sacked again by Jovan Johnkins. Going to be 3rd and a mile. They need the Sweetwater 30 for a first down. And there comes pressure again. Cozart missed the sack, but there's Jovan Johnkins going to drop him again. Jovan Johnkins with 3 sacks on 3 consecutive plays.
The court tonight was made up of freshman representative Marissa Kapp. She was escorted tonight by Caden McKnight. Sophomores were represented by Miss Alyssa Gage. Cameron Pippin was her escort. The junior class represented by Miss Pilar Castro. She was escorted out tonight by Abram Torres. The senior queen candidates. First one, Miss Ava Fitch. Jake Presley escorted her onto the field. Miss Ashton Lowe. Her escort tonight was Will Kofer and Miss Callie Upton, who was escorted tonight by Carson Black. And your 2022 football SHS homecoming queen was Miss Ava Fitch.
Ava Fitch, tonight's football homecoming queen here at Sweetwater. Congratulations to her. And that's low snap, hops off the ground, and Hollinghead trying to punt it on the run, and he whiffs, and it's going to be picked up by Jovan Johnkins off the ground. He's at 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, scoop and score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Jovan Johnkins, special teams in the end zone. Tutimez, extra point try. Still on top of the concession stand, good from 30 yards, splits it through there. Handoff, Shapiro, and he is going to be hit in the backfield by Stamey. Slips through Stamey's hands, but his teammate's there to finish it up, Isaac Price. So fourth down play, Hollinghead looking to throw. He's going to be sacked by Lucas Stamey.
Be 5 sacks tonight. Stamey decides to get in on the party.
Play fake, Jeremiah Parris going to keep it. He's going to get to the outside. He's inside the 25, out to the 30, 35, 40, across midfield, down to the 45 to the 40. Foot race, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He's gone. Touchdown, Jeremiah Parris. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Sweetwater convincingly defeats Tellico 49-7. Sweetwater will be the Monroe County champions again this season. Game was never in question.
Not at all.
Just a dominating from start to finish. And Sweetwater with a win, improving to 7-2 on the season. Let's now look at our final game stats. Alan Richardson, our stat man, doing a great job for us tonight. First for Tellico, ran 54 plays for 235 yards total offense, 4.4 yards per play. 7 for 13 passing, 53 yards, and threw 2 interceptions. Ran the ball 41 times for 182 yards, rushing, and they had 7 penalties for 50 yards. Again, turned the ball over twice. 4 punts for an average of 19 yards per punt, 32 minutes, 14 seconds time of possession. Final numbers here, Landen Hollinghead, 7 for 13 passing, 53 yards, and 2 interceptions. He was their leading rusher as well, 15 carries, 60 yards. Nathaniel Bivens come in, had 5 carries for 47 yards and their touchdown. For Sweetwater, they ran just 28 plays for 292 yards total offense, 10.4 yards per play, 7 for 8 passing, 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. 20 rushes for 184 yards. That's 9.2 yards per rush. 5 penalties for 40 yards. Turned the ball over once. It was a fumble. Sweetwater had 1 punt for 39 yards. Time of possession, 14 minutes, 10 seconds. Individual numbers, Landon Boyd, 7 for 18 passing, 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rushing, Jeremiah Parris, 2 rushes, 90 yards and a touchdown. Malik Arnett, 8 carries, 52 yards. And Malik Arnett had an early night, didn't play much after Sweetwater got up pretty comfortably. Braden Westfield, same thing for him, 4 carries, 30 yards. Leading receiver, Chris Alford had a 40-yard reception, but Ryan Littleton had 2 receptions, 29 yards, and a touchdown. Wesley Bean had 2 receptions, 28 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then a couple other stats. Landen Boyd, interception return for a touchdown, 50 yards. Jovan Johnkins, the scoop and score, as we said, 30 yards. And then we had Kai Carell had an interception, and we had multiple sacks as well on the ball game.
Yeah, Jovan had 3. Lucas Stamey had 1. Ty Webster had 1. Javen Melton leading the way with overall tackles there tonight. Just a good all-around game.
All right, we're dragging this out because this is the most trouble that I believe we've ever had selecting a Domino's player of the game.
Ever. And we're about to do something that we have vaguely discussed a couple times, but couldn't bring ourselves to do it. But the numbers are just so good tonight that this one time, let us reiterate, one time,
we're not setting a precedent.
We're going to have to do this.
Yes. Normally we try to come up with something that differentiates and we pick one player. Tonight we're going to pick co-players of the game because we could not decide. We talked to Coach Martin. He couldn't decide. And so we're going to do this. Tonight our co-Domino's players of the game, Landen Boyd and Jovan Johnkins. Now here's why they're co-players. They'll start with Landen Boyd first. Landen Boyd, 7 for 8 passing tonight, 108 yards, threw 3 touchdowns. He had the 1-yard quarterback sneak for the touchdown, which he was 2 for 8 rushing and the touchdown. And then he had the interception return for a touchdown of 50 yards. Pretty good night. Outstanding.
Pretty good
he
night.
Deserved Domino's player of the game.
He had a few tackles to go on the defensive side of the ball. Had a couple tackles there too. So he was all around, both sides of the ball.
But then, when to recognize performance like Jovan Johnkins, he had 3 sacks. Mind you, 3 plays in a row. 3 sacks in a row, which is very tough to do. He also had the scoop and score on special teams on the when Landon Hollinghead could not get the punt off. He scooped it up, returned it 30 yards for the touchdown. You may have some tackles as well. But
I was going to say, and you factor in his play on the offensive line, which is hard to come up with numbers to quantify.
Yes.
But when you look at what the offense did, it's because of the line, and a big part of that line is Jovan Johnkins. And like you say, there's usually something somewhere that can separate a couple guys. But tonight we just couldn't do it.
And that one was start to finish. You boys were in control.
They were, and that's what we talked about before the game. You know, you don't want to let a team like that get confidence and hang around, and let's go out and play well early, and I thought we did.
Yeah, all phases. You had
Right.
scores: offense, defense, special teams.
Right, we did, and that's that's something we try to improve on, every week, and it was good to see Big Jovan get one. His birthday, I think, was yesterday or the day before. That's a pretty good birthday present, but we played pretty solid. I was proud of them, and we talked about it at halftime. You know, whether you're up 35-0 or down 35-0, just play hard. Whoever's in there, play hard, and I thought they did.
Sweetwater will end the regular season at home next week. They will host McMinn Central for the Region 338 Championship.
Thank you so much for watching SHS TV. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Be sure to subscribe and help support our channel by turning on notifications so you're the first to know when we post a new video.